Back at SEMA 2025, and I have Mike Good from PRI with me. A good friend of mine, I would say. A friend of mine now.
For sure.
Mike,
For
how are
sure.
you doing? How's the show been for you?
I'm doing great. The show's wonderful this
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Last year, election year,
Yeah.
a lot of tension in the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
This year, it just feels like a relaxed vibe. It's
Yeah.
just it's like peaceful. Everyone has a smile on their face.
Yeah.
It's got a good vibe here this year.
It's been very busy, too.
And
It's
it's
been very
packed.
busy. Yeah.
Very crowded.
Yeah. I know we are here at SEMA, but you have a PRI booth just over
We do.
yonder, right over here. You've been over there doing deals, talking to some people. SEMA and PRI's relationship has evolved over the years. Where is it at now?
SEMA acquired PRI in 2012.
Yep.
The statements that came out were don't SEMA-tize it, let it.
Yeah.
And I will say that I feel like SEMA has held true to that.
Yeah.
Mike Spagnola is CEO of SEMA, my boss, but I'm the president of PRI, and he lets us. We keep the DNA separate.
Right.
We continue to evolve on the racers front. SEMA, it's shock and awe. There's a ton going on here,
Yeah.
in all facets of motorsports, in all facets of the automotive aftermarket. And I think SEMA's done a really good job as the custodian, if you will, of PRI and the brand equity and letting it have its own identity.
Right.
And we work really diligently at that, and we're very intentional. We're not trying to wash, rinse, repeat anything here in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
So
You speak about them, being separate entities, and PRI and SEMA are different. But when you come in here to SEMA, what kind of things are you looking at? Kind of things can you take things from this show and apply them to PRI coming up?
So trade shows have evolved over the years.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago, maybe a decade ago, a trade show was just about exchanging a business card and having some cocktails and relationships. Now there's a whole experiential aspect to a trade show. Yeah. You look at what's going on outside here.
Yeah.
So there's a ton from an experiential standpoint that I'm always gauging shows all over the place. Obviously, SEMA being one of the best at it. And looking what makes sense to replicate, if anything, or to do in our own way, a different maybe form or fashion of something that's done here. But I think there's a lot of learnings between both shows that go back and forth, and we share best practices.
Yeah, definitely. So. Yeah, and companies that come to SEMA also go to PRI. I mean, I come from Hedman Headers, my family booth right there.
There you go.
We both go to both shows, and we're well represented at SEMA and at PRI as well in the racing industry. And when you look at that, why should companies be involved with PRI?
So PRI, it's the only B2B only motorsports trade show. You got to be in the motorsports industry to get in the building, and it is a trade only organization. So, I say the North Star for me, for PRI, for our team, is when we're putting exhibitors in that building that are spending their time, money, and resources, just like you guys do here, we have to help them grow their business. And if we're not doing that, we're on our way to irrelevancy. Like that, we got to get that right. There's a ton of other things we want to get right, but we got to nail that one, right?
Yeah.
And so we work diligently at making sure that we're putting educational plans in place at the show for them to share best practices with each other. We're doing a lot to make sure we're getting buyers in the building, getting the right people in.
Yeah.
The term I heard when I first got here from a customer, he's like, hey, don't let any tire kickers in. We want buyers. That resonated with me. I'm like, I hear you, because I come from being an exhibitor. I was running an exhibitor company before this, so I get it.
What was that exhibitor company? Go ahead, tell me, where'd you come from?
Right down the hall here, Dynamat.
Dynamat,
so
okay.
I was the CEO of Dynamat for about 4.5 years, and a global leader in sound deadening and dampening, and a lot of fun.
And now you're at PRI. So how did the transition happen go over to PRI?
Oh man, that's a God thing. I got a text one day, and I said no thanks, and she was persistent. So I took a call and had a call with a colleague, and when I heard what PRI was trying to do, and I kind of understood the game plan and the end goal. I was like, okay, that aligns with my skill set, and I'm really intrigued by that. Obviously, a huge student and fan of the industry, and I was all in. And so it's and then I met Mike Spagnola, and that was kind of the seal the deal. High integrity.
What has that partnership been like, or what have you learned from him?
It's been great. Well, Mike is a man of high integrity, so he leads with his heart, and he's got a ton of business acumen and experience that he's a great mentor to the whole EMT, the whole executive management team. And, he really gives us the runway to be aggressive, be bold, make sure we're taking care of the customers, make sure we're putting out an experience that's second to none, and gives us the freedom to go do that and holds us accountable. So it's good.
Yeah, well, the PRI show, you just talked a moment ago about how you want buyers in there. If somebody maybe is considering exhibiting at PRI, just tell them, how often do you see those business deals going down between buyers and exhibitors?
Oh, a PRI, man. It's the slogan, not ours, but what people say, it's where business gets done. And that is a show that is, it drives an ROI for the exhibitors. They come there to conduct business. That's their plan. That's their expectation. And many of the brands that we're surrounded by right now have been there since 1988 when the show started. And because of that, they know they're going to go there and they're going to grow their business as a result of being there. Yeah,
well, if somebody wants to exhibit, how do they do that?
Oh my gosh, performanceracing.com. We're on every social channel. We have this beautiful booth right next to the NHRA booth, over there.
Right there.
You don't get to pick your neighbors, sorry.
It's all right. Yeah, clearly we do not. Yeah.
No, it's worked out great. And, contact us in any form, any way, and we'll definitely set it up and give you guys inroads to it and teach you on what you can do and what options exist.
Well, the show is coming up. Give me the dates. What kind of new things are we going to see this year at the PRI show?
So nobody's really counting, but 36 days from today
right.
is the kickoff of the PRI show, so December 11th. So we've got a lot going on. I'll give you a quick kind of recap. So we have the grand opening breakfast, which is kind of the kickoff of the whole show. And that's a breakfast in the Sagamore Ballroom at the Convention Center. It'll be about 3,000 to 4,000 people there. We have a gentleman that's actually in the building here, or was earlier today, by the name of Mario Andretti.
Oh, yeah. I think I've heard that name before.
He's going to be our keynote speaker, which is tremendous. We'll be doing our PRI Hall of Fame, announcing 3 new inductees into the Hall of Fame that are TB under wraps right now. TBD.
Okay.
So very excited about that. And then with the show itself, we've changed up a few things. So we have what's called the PRI Paddock. Very similar to what we're doing right here, right now. It used to be when you walked into the PRI show under the hanging car, just past that, you would see it was called the PRI Podcast Studio. And a great concept, but it was kind of an aquarium. Meaning the people at the show couldn't really see, or they could kind of see, but they couldn't hear what was going on the other side of the glass. You know this. You live in this world. And, so I was like, what can we do to make it more engaging with the people that are at the show, that are there? So we, we're agnostic with racing. We represent all forms of racing. So we have a stage that's flanked by 5 different vehicles from 5 different forms of racing, from trophy trucks to drifting to you name it. And a gentleman named Ken Stout, a big name in the automotive announcing racing world. He's going to be the MC, and we're going to have a lot of these rapid-fire interviews, very similar to what we're doing right now. Very similar to what NHRA does at the show at PRI. And then the one other item I'll bring up, there's a lot, but one other for today. PRI's these shows are a lot about networking.
Absolutely.
Sometimes at PRI, the only time people see each other over a given year is at the PRI show.
Yes.
And we want to give back some time. So we took all of our evening events and combined them into one event on Thursday evening called the Full Throttle Social. Brand new event. It's a combination of many events that went on Wednesday and Thursday and various different times during PRI week. And it's going to be a big party in Lucas Oil Stadium. It's going to be great.
I love Lucas Oil Stadium. I love going to PRI. I really do. I enjoy it every year. And did you hear everything that he just said? There's a lot going on. So if you don't have plans to go yet, make plans to go. There's only, how many days did you say?
36.
36?
But who's counting?
Nobody's counting. 36 days till we see you at PRI. Mike Good, thank you for being here. And I will see you in 36 days.
You got it. Thank you, Jordan.
Well.
Have a good day, man.
Thanks.